Start your day with all the news, weather, and sports you need. Interesting interviews and friendly conversation from two guys that go together like Scooby and Shaggy. Mike Will and Tyson Havronic.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Huddle Up here on Extreme Sports. Welcome to a Wednesday, the 5th day of August for 2026. Up and at 'em, ready to go. Mike Will, Tyson Havronic, all of your news, weather, and sports that you need to get out the door here this morning. The Nebraska women's soccer team going to kick off their 2026 campaign today. They've got an exhibition match planned against Colorado State. They'll open up the regular season next Wednesday with a game at Louisville. So the fall sports season will officially get underway here soon. The Grand Island Fighting Cranes have forced a third and deciding game in the Diamond League Championship Series after picking up a 2-1 win in Game 2 last night up in Grand Island. We'll talk about that coming up. The Class B and the Class C Senior State American Legion baseball tournaments were hampered by rain yesterday. In fact, they didn't see any action in any of the tournaments yesterday. So they'll just push things back a day and kind of condense the schedule. Talk about the schedule for today and all the tournaments coming up. And I know how Tyson loves preseason polls. We've got our first preseason poll of the season coming up as the AFCA coaches poll is out. We'll tell you who is ranked number one and check out the remaining top 25 teams in the poll on the show here today. Going to be hearing from Ryan Day. He is the head coach of the Ohio State Buckeyes on the show today. Plus, former Husker quarterback Dylan Raiola was on hand for an Oregon media availability yesterday, and he had a thing or two to say about the Huskers. So we'll check in on what Dylan had to say about his former team on the show today. So all that and more is coming up for you as you wake up and get going here on a Wednesday as we welcome in Tyson Havronic from the Western Studios. Good morning.
Yeah, the much cooler Western Studios here this morning as we have the cold front coming through. Looks like some rain showers. The heavy stuff really to the south. There's some stuff building out to the west. But, yeah, looking for another beautiful, gorgeous day after the, 3-week, 4-week stretch that we were just hammered by high 90s, high humidity, triple digits, corn sweat, swamp ass, shit summer weather. It was nice to get a little relief yesterday. And I sure enjoyed it. Fascinating watching people come to the brewery yesterday in sweaters and jeans. And I'm like, guys, it was 105 yesterday, and today you're in sweaters and jeans, looking like another cool day. So I'm enjoying it.
Don't get used to it.
I got the windows freaking open.
Yeah, I opened.
The windows are open.
I opened up my patio door
in August.
The entire duration of the day yesterday. That was kind of nice, but don't get used to it. 90s are back here real soon, like for the weekend. So, anyway.
Well, thanks for being a buzzkill.
The weather was nice.
God, it's very nice.
All right, so back to the grind here. Lot to talk about. I guess the fall sports season officially will get underway today with an exhibition game for Nebraska women's soccer.
Hey.
They'll be playing out in Colorado today against the Rams of Colorado State. They're going to officially open their season next Wednesday with a game at Louisville. So that's what's on tap for the Huskers today. Grand Island Fighting Cranes pitchers duel last night at Ryder Park. As the Fighting Cranes, they knock off Sedalia 2-1 in Game 2 of the Diamond League Championship Series. So they'll play Game 3, the deciding game, the championship game tonight in Sedalia. That one begins at 7 o'clock tonight. Mm-hmm. Told you about the Legion baseball stuff yesterday. Rain hampered all the tournaments, so they'll just push things back a day, and they're going to play basically the semifinals and finals all in one day now today at all the sites. The If Necessary games will be played on Thursday, so we'll check the schedule out for the American Legion stuff here shortly. Going to be hearing from Ryan Day. He's the head coach of the Ohio State Buckeyes on the show here today. Dylan Raiola.
Yeah, get to this. I have no idea what you're talking about. I did not pick it up on social media yesterday. So
you missed it. Dylan Raiola was part of media availability out in Oregon yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
They asked him about his transition from Nebraska to Oregon, and this is what he had to say about Nebraska.
It's definitely been a transition. I'll start with the landscape of outside, and there's not cornfields here. There's mountains and trees, and I love the nature. As far as football, it's different. With coaches and players, like we have a lot more talent than we did at Nebraska. And I don't say that to knock on them, but I think everybody will know that. But I'm very grateful for my time there. Learned a lot from my coaches, teammates, still have those relationships. But, I think that I'm really excited for what Oregon's going to bring, not only to my life, but for my teammates as well.
He's got mountains. He's got nature instead of cornfields in Oregon.
It's got more talent.
Oregon's got more talent than Nebraska. I guess that's not anything startling. We all know that Oregon's got more talent than Nebraska does.
No, but you can still use a little media trading. I mean, he's the same quarterback that said his most prized possession was his Rolex last year. So, the dude does not do well in front of reporters. This guy, again, nothing earth-shattering, kind of stupid, kind of silly. If fans are getting fired up about it, if you're like, oh, my God, he said we got cornfields. No.
Oh, my God, Oregon's got more talent than we do.
He's trashing us.
He's not trashing us.
He's not trashing us. He's a 19-year-old. I don't know. How old is he? 22, 23? He's transferred 26 times, so I was going to say he's an 18-year-old kid, and I'm like, no, I don't think he's 18. The guy can probably buy a beer at this point.
I don't know.
Yeah, still could use some polishing in front of a microphone. It's okay, though, because he's not going to start. So he's not going to be asked a whole lot of questions.
I don't know why he was at this media availability. Usually you got your number one quarterback there.
Why is your backup?
I'm sure the number one guy was there too. But anyway, that was just a little tidbit there from Dylan Raiola. As long as we're talking about college football.
Sure.
I know how you love these things. Preseason polls for college football.
Bring them out.
AFCA coaches poll is out. And Ohio State is ranked number one in the preseason poll. We're going to be hearing from Coach Day here on the show today. Buckeyes won their first 12 games of the season last year, then dropped their final two. They finished at 12-2. Ohio State ranked number one. Oregon is second, followed by Georgia, Texas, and Notre Dame. Those are your first five teams in the poll. Then you've got Indiana, last year's national champion. They are in at number 6, followed by Miami, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, and Ole Miss. Ohio State received 38 first-place votes in the preseason AFCA coaches poll. Oregon got 6 first-place votes. Georgia got 7. Texas got 2, Notre Dame got 5, and Indiana got 14. So the coaches kind of mixed in their reaction to the top 25.
Why doesn't the national champion automatically start off as number one? Like, aren't you number one until somebody beats your ass?
That's what I would think, but...
Like, how do you justify a national champion, and then no, they're the 6th best team in the country? You don't know that. You have no idea. You're looking at a freaking roster or who
go.
graduated or who left, and you're going to say that the national champion from last year is going to be the 6th-ranked team because you're so high and mighty and you know so much about football. Shut up.
These are the coaches.
I know they're the coaches, but that doesn't justify dropping the last year's national champion all the way to 6.
You know who they lost.
You're the number 1 team when you start. You're the number 1 team until somebody beats you.
You know who they lost off of their roster.
Who cares?
You know who's coming in.
Yes.
I can justify that, I guess, if you're a coach in the preseason.
You know who Ohio State lost. You know who Ohio State's got coming back. Texas, Georgia. They all lost kids.
That's why Ohio
They're not
State's
going to be
ranked
the
number
same
1.
team.
That's why Ohio State's ranked number 1. Because they didn't lose as much. Although they lost a bunch. All those guys went to the NFL draft. They lost a bunch. What was I doing? I was doing some research on Ohio State this morning. Let's see. 8 starters off of their defense. 8 starters off of their defense.
That's a lot of starters that you lost off your defense.
Anyway, those are the top 10 teams. Ohio State, Oregon, Georgia, Texas, Notre Dame, Indiana, Miami, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, and Ole Miss. You've got Alabama in at number 11, Texas Tech 12th, LSU 13th, Southern Cal 14th, and BYU 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got Michigan in at number 16, followed by Penn State, Tennessee, Washington, and SMU. Then the last 5 teams in a poll are Utah, Iowa, Clemson, Houston, and Missouri. That's your top 25 poll according to the coaches. The AFCA coaches poll, the preseason poll is out. The AP college football preseason poll will be out here in the next few days. But
you wanted my reaction, and that's my reaction.
I know.
It's better than saying nothing, which was what I think I did last year because I said polls don't matter, so we're not going to talk about it. I know we got to talk a little bit about it because the content's a little light this morning. So that's my reaction. You don't drop the number 1 team and move them out of 6 when they haven't even played a freaking game yet. Also, Penn State being in is laughable at best. We don't know what Penn State is bringing back. We have no idea how good they're going to be. Notre Dame's overrated. Always, consistently, always overrated, and they are again this year. To say that they're a top 5 team, when's the last time Alabama's not been in the preseason top 10? I think you got to go back to the history books on that one. So there's a few head scratchers in there.
number 11 for
Missouri
Alabama.
Missouri is ranked too low, and so is Iowa.
Iowa's number 22.
That's disrespectful.
Missouri just getting into the poll at number 25. Utah, the team that smoked us in a bowl
Kicked our
game
butt.
last year, they're in at number 21. 11-2 Utah finished last year.
They're a decent shout for the Big 12. I know we did.
Yeah, not much else. LSU in at number 13. I don't know. That's LSU 7-6 last year, but they got a new coach down there. So
Brand
Anyway.
new system, new quarterback too. They got Sam Levitt from Arizona State. He's going to be the starter at LSU, and again, it's a completely different roster, right? You take a look at what you did last year, but you realize it's a brand new roster, and I don't know how you do top 25 pools. Jesus, what am I thinking about? Swimming? I don't know how you do top 25 polls in today's day and age in college football when the entire roster changes. Like, it's easy to keep track of if you're a team that goes 11-1 the year before, but you lose 11 dudes off your team to graduation, then you kind of have an idea that they might have to step back. This might be a little bit more of a rebuild. We don't know about these freshmen that are going to be coming in. The old school college football, the way it used to be, right? It was the polls made a little bit more sense. But now players shuffle and move, and you get new coaches and brand new teams. You have no idea. We don't know until kickoff.
you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this in a special file.
See how off it was?
Yeah, see how when the college football season is over, you and I are going to compare the preseason poll to the final poll and see how.
We should do it in like increments too, like week 4. Do a comparison.
Yeah, well,
week 8, do a comparison.
I'll just put that over here in this stack. I've got I've got a stack of papers that I refer to occasionally, like the Nebraska football schedule and things like that. I'll put it right over here in that stack, and I'll keep it over there. So we'll kind of pull that out. We'll kind of pull that out occasionally.
Just every few weeks. Just take a gander at how far it's off already.
The NFL preseason is getting underway tomorrow.
Let's go.
We kind of mentioned this on the show yesterday as the Arizona Cardinals are going to play Carolina. Carson Beck is going to be the rookie quarterback. He'll be starting for Arizona in game number 1. They're going to rest their top 2 guys in Jacoby Brissett and backup Gardner Minshew.
Oh, my God.
So right out of the gate for preseason football, I'm not a big fan of preseason football, but it's on. And it's
better than the alternative.
Carson Beck is going to get to start tomorrow.
Carson Beck. Arizona's quarterback room is so bad. Jacoby Brissett and Gardner Minshew are your top 2. Carson Beck will be starting by week 4.
Really?
You have to. You can't continue to roll with those 2 quarterbacks.
Jacoby Brissett.
I mean, they are... Both of those guys are borderline serviceable backups.
I agree.
Borderline serviceable backups. So you're going to have to roll with your investment at some point. I would think Arizona starts that early. I don't know that Carson Beck is the quarterback for the future, quote unquote. He has a little problem with throwing to the wrong color on a frequent basis. So we'll see. The verdict's still out on him, but I can't see Jacoby Brissett and Gardner Minshew taking the Arizona Cardinals to a win in the first 4 weeks. So they'll be 0-4, and they'll hit the panic button and begin the Beck era.
All right, so preseason football will start with a third stringer. And there is rookie quarterback Carson Beck will lead the Arizona Cardinals in the battle against the Carolina Panthers in Thursday's Hall of Fame game.
It's Carolina's quarterback situation.
I don't know. Pull up their depth chart.
Jesus.
Carolina.
Oh, Bryce Young still rocking it. Good for Bryce.
Yeah, Bryce Young is there.
Good for Bryce. He's still hanging out. Kenny Pickett.
I don't know if Bryce Young will probably play in the first preseason game. You wouldn't think so.
They got Kenny Pickett from Pitt.
All right, Kenny Pickett.
And then Haynes King.
You'll probably see him tomorrow night. Who the hell's Haynes King?
I have no idea. I'm pulling up his bio right now. He's a Georgia Tech kid.
Okay.
He's a rookie from Georgia Tech. That's why we didn't know about him. Still rolling with Chuba. They got Tet at wide receiver. Jimmy Horn Jr., I really like him. A talented receiving core.
Just got to get somebody to give him the ball.
Just got to get got to get somebody to get him the ball, but have to get a line to protect Bryce Young. Their line's already banged up. Look at this. Their starting offensive line out. There are
three people are already out.
2 tackles and a guard are already out.
That's not a good sign.
On an already bad offensive line.
And the season hasn't even started yet. Preseason haven't even started yet. You got 3 out of your 5 offensive linemen out.
That's the thing that I don't like about preseason football is the added chance that, a big investment, a big-time player for your ball club, a huge asset, it goes down in a practice game. And then your season's shot before you even kick the thing off.
If you were the commissioner, and you're not, but if you were the commissioner.
Oh, I would love to be.
4 games is too many exhibition.
They're just doing 3, right?
Games. Would you be happy with 2, 3?
I mean, right now they're just doing 3, but so over the span of 4 weeks.
Could you get by with doing 2? The first preseason game, a lot of your guys that are battling for a spot in the 53-man roster would be playing, and then play your starters the following week, and then the question marks that you still have, let those guys play. Could you prepare for a season with only 2 preseason games?
That's a great question. Yeah. I think that from the product, as a commissioner, I would push for less preseason and more in-season action.
Well, they're talking about expanding the regular season
Again.
all the time.
Right.
That'd be one way to do it. We're going to play one preseason game, and then we're going to put an additional week of playing time to make it like a 18-week season.
The Super Bowl shouldn't start after February. Like, I don't want a spring Super Bowl. That said, no, I think the season is fine right where it's at.
Play 3 and then get on with the season.
But, yeah, I would maybe hold an extra week of training camp, and you could have your first. You could do 3 preseason games if your first preseason game was like a red-white scrimmage, an inter-squad scrimmage. Tell the fans $5, get you into the practice facility. You get to watch the 2s and 3s go at it. Because that gets your eyeballs on the players that you're looking to see if they're going to make the roster cut or not. So your first game's the inter-squad scrimmage, and then I think you do 2 preseason and call her good.
Get the season started.
Let's just get it underway. And I don't think you need to expand it. I just think, get it started and risk less injuries to big-time players by 1 less preseason game.
Along that note, Atlanta Falcons edge rusher Jalen Walker is feared to have torn his ACL in practice already.
Jesus.
The Falcons drafted Walker with a number 15 pick in 2025 out of the University of Georgia. He had 5.5 sacks last season as a rookie. They expected him to play a much bigger role in their defensive scheme this year, but looks like Jalen Walker is going to be finished for the season before it even starts. And Chicago Bears have rewarded their right tackle, Darnell Wright, with a historic 4-year contract extension. The extension is for $116 million for a right tackle. It includes $93 million in guaranteed money, making Wright the highest paid right tackle in NFL history. He was selected 10th in the 2023 NFL Draft out of Tennessee. The 24-year-old has started all 49 games that he has played in and has missed only 2 games in 3 seasons. So Darnell Wright signing for some big bucks as a right tackle, making $116 million, $93 million in guaranteed money.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You can finish your Darnell Wright stuff if you'd like, but I have a question after that. Okay.
No, that's all I got.
Why are there spreads for preseason football games?
Is there a spread?
Who the hell is going to bet a preseason football game?
Oh, I know a lot of people that do.
That's so insane. Why?
It's the people who have been sitting on the sidelines all summer long and can't wait to bet college football and pro football. So they bet a preseason game.
They bet a practice?
Yeah, bet a practice. What's the line?
For what it's worth.
Yeah, by the way, what's the line? I got the itch. What's the line?
Carolina, a 1.5-point favorite.
Oh, God.
The over-under line is 35.5, so Vegas not expecting these offenses to do much in the first preseason game in Canton, Ohio, by the way.
Yeah, so nobody's got the home field advantage.
0 home.
So 1.5 is the point spread?
1.5. It's basically a toss-up.
Carolina is favored?
Mm-hmm.
God.
How do you How do you set a line for preseason football? Like, you don't know what second, third string, fourth
You
string.
don't know how long they're going to play.
You have no idea.
The coach for Arizona might play all of his starters with the exception of the starting quarterback and play all of his starters for 3.5 quarters. Or they could get in a series. Or they might not play at all.
Yeah.
And then the opposing team, they might throw out their 3s and 4s for this first game. You don't know.
They could pull a fan out of the stands and dress him up and call him a player, and we'd have no idea.
We have no idea who this guy is.
We'd have no idea.
Yeah, but people bet it. You know why people bet it? Because of places like Vegas. And I'm going to Vegas here in a couple of weeks, so I'll let you know.
Oh.
I'll let you know how people are betting.
That's a nugget I was unaware of.
Oh, you didn't know I was going?
What's Vegas for? Just get out?
Get out for a while.
Get out?
Go out and talk with our
Meet the VSiN boys?
VSiN boys.
Get some inside information?
Maybe get some free garb from the VSiN boys.
Ooh, there you
I'm
go.
always into merchandise.
There you go.
So,
get some merch.
All right, so 1.5 is a point spread tomorrow if you're interested.
For what it's worth.
Game. Here's a little nugget here. Appalachian State, their athletic director, Doug Gillen, has been appointed to the College Football Playoff Selection Committee. He's the replacement for former Louisiana AD Brian Maggart, who recently became the Deputy Athletics Director and Chief Operating Officer at Missouri.
Hey.
Doug Gillen has spent 12 years at Appalachian State, overseeing the football program's multiple conference championships and the number 20 spot in the final 2019 college football playoff rankings. The selection committee is responsible for ranking those top 25 teams and setting the field for the 12-team college football playoff. So Appalachian State's athletic director, Doug Gillen, is now on the college football playoff selection committee, taking over for Louisiana AD Brian Maggart.
So is this making headlines because the non-power forwards have to have a seat at the table? And that's the seat at the table, or is this just
I don't know how
a routine thing?
Yeah, I don't know how that committee is made up.
I don't know how that committee makes up their mind half the time. So
I don't know if somebody from a non-power forward conference has to be on the committee or not. I would assume that's probably one of the bylaws of their little committee. Hell, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's some of the news and notes going on
I
around
think that the committee meetings, it's just like a bill that is working its way through in the Senate. You live stream the debate on that. I think the committee meetings should be live streamed, and there should be some accountability to putting these guys in the committee. Because you don't know, it's like a super secret society. They close the doors, and then they build the drama, and they wait for commercial breaks, and then they give you your top 20. Just live stream the damn thing. Let us know how you're putting your top 25 rankings together. I want to know what your logic is when you say this is a definitive number one team versus this is last year's national champion, but let's bump them down to 6. Like, I want to see how that unfolds in the conversations. Live stream the rankings.
Oh, you're talking about the weekly rankings?
I'm talking. No, I mean the CFP, football, the ones that matter. Yeah.
Yeah. So you pretty well know who the top 3 or 4 teams are going to be in that poll. The discussion would be, and then I'd like to hear some of that discussion, like you said, the teams that are on the bubble.
Sure.
Like the teams that may or may not get in.
Well, last year, BYU, Miami, Notre Dame. That was the discussion, right?
Yep. That was
and there was only just one overall voice for the committee, and he was like, "Well, the committee clearly chose the." No,
we don't know.
We don't know that. That could be your lame ass excuse for Miami's going to make us more money.
And then Miami of Ohio, the discussion over Miami of Ohio.
Oh, sure, yeah, basketball
a season ago. So I like that idea. I like that idea.
See,
Anyway.
if I was commissioner, good things would happen.
Waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports. If you'd like to chime in with us, you can on the Hamilton Telecommunications fan line, 402-834-1330. 402-834-1330. If you'd like to leave us a message on our social media sites, we're monitoring those comments as well. It's coming up on 7:31 on Extreme Sports.
That it is. And
it's time for a morning news break on Extreme Sports.
all right, fancy new button. Was not expecting that. My bad. Let's start off in election news, where a major U.S. Senate debate is coming to the Nebraska State Fair. Incumbent Republican Pete Ricketts and independent challenger Dan Osborne have agreed to face off on September 1st at the Big Iron Event Center in GI. Osborne hoping to do better than his 7 percentage point loss to Republican U.S. Senator Deb Fischer back in 2024. That was the closest that any independent has come to knocking off an incumbent Republican senator. Ricketts was governor in Nebraska from 2015 to 2023. He was then appointed to the Senate following the resignation of U.S. Senator Ben Sasse. The 1-hour debate will feature questions from a panel of Nebraska journalists and will be broadcast live statewide with free admission to the debate included with paid state fair entry. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump this week approved a federal disaster declaration for 8 Nebraska counties in the wake of the severe storms that hit back in mid-May. Governor Jim Pillen requested the declaration last month following tornadoes, extreme straight-line winds, and flooding across Buffalo, Fillmore, Gage, Howard, Jefferson, Nemaha, Thayer, and Thurston counties. Pillen's office estimated the damage at around $5 million. It is now 7:32. Time to swing things over to you. Mike Will, what's happening in sports?
Well, sports today brought to you by Bamboo Mind and Body Spa of Hastings and Blue Hill. Whether you're an athlete or just feeling sore, Bamboo Mind and Body Spa has a personalized wellness plan for you. The Nebraska women's soccer team will kick off its 2026 campaign with an exhibition match against Colorado State today. The match will get underway at 1. Colorado State went 10-4-5 last season, 4-2-4 in the Mountain West Conference. The two teams fought to a 1-1 tie in an exhibition game last year. Nebraska will open regular season play next Wednesday at Louisville. The Grand Island Fighting Cranes have forced a third and deciding game in the Diamond League Championship Series. After picking up a 2-1 win in Game 2 last night in Grand Island, Jake Trueblood pitched 3 innings of relief to pick up the win. 3 Grand Island pitchers limited Sedalia to just 1 base hit in the ball game. Grand Island is now 29-20 on the season. Game 3 is set for tonight in Sedalia. First pitch will be at 7. The Class B and Class C Senior State American Legion baseball tournaments were hampered by rain yesterday. At the Class B tournament in Central City, Auburn will play Omaha Roncalli at 1 today, followed by Central City against Norris at 4. Winners will play for the championship at 7. At the Class B tournament in Springfield, Lincoln Christian will play Seward at 1 o'clock today, followed by Mount Michael against Crete at 4. Winners will play for the championship at 7 at Papio South. At the Class C state tournament in Pender, Malcolm will play Hardington at 1, followed by Pender against Centura. Winners will play for the championship at 7. All the, if necessary, games would be played on Thursday. And as we mentioned, Ohio State will start the season ranked number 1 in the preseason AFCA coaches poll. The Buckeyes finished 12-2 last season. Oregon is second, followed by Georgia, Texas, and Notre Dame. Indiana is 6th, followed by Miami, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, and Ole Miss. Southern Cal is 14th. Michigan is 16th. Penn State is 17th. Washington is 19th, and Iowa is number 22. That's a check in your sports headlines this morning, coming up on 7:35 on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
Much cooler weather is upon us as we head into Wednesday. We start off the morning with area showers and a few rumbles of thunder. Only a high of 72. We'll have a light northeast wind at 5 miles per hour. Clearing skies by the time we get to Wednesday night, a low of 57. Back to the low 80s on Thursday. Thursday night will maintain at least an outside chance of a few showers and thunderstorms. Friday we should be in the upper 80s and then much warmer into the weekend. We've got north winds this morning at 8 miles per hour. It is cloudy. It is 61 in Hastings at Extreme Sports.
Start your engines, Hastings. It's time for fast, loud Friday nights at Cam Raceway. Cam Raceway is located just east of Hastings on J Street. Catch the adrenaline-pumping action every Friday night through August. Watch stock non-wing micros, restricted micros, junior sprints, cage karts, and more tear up Nebraska's fastest 8-mile dirt track. Gates open at 7. Racing roars to life at 8. Only $10 to get in, and kids 12 and under are free with a paying adult. Cam Raceway, where speed meets dirt and Friday nights come alive. Don't miss it.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
I'm John Butler, Funeral Director and Owner at Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the Advanced Funeral Planning Specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Hamilton has been providing IT solutions for businesses across the state of Nebraska for more than 3 decades. We know that Nebraska businesses are a driving force of support for the communities in which we live and work. We keep them connected and protected by delivering cybersecurity, hosted phones, and managed IT. We are grateful to be part of our Nebraska communities and to support their technology needs.
More information at Hamilton.
Looking for the perfect spot before or after the game? Head to Miscue's Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. Choose from your favorite sandwich or build your own burger or chicken sandwich just the way you like it. Your choice of cheese, sauces, and all your favorite toppings. Craving wings? Choose from over 20 sauces and rubs that bring the flavor every time. Grab an appetizer, catch the game on the big screens, or challenge your friends to a game of pool or darts. There's always something to do. And don't forget the daily lunch specials. Miscue's Sports Bar and Grill, 316 South Elm. Great food, great games, and the perfect hangout in Hastings.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, you need a team you can trust. At Jones Group Insurance in Kennesaw, they're committed to helping individuals, families, and businesses plan for today and prepare for tomorrow. From home, auto, and farm insurance to life coverage and retirement planning, the Jones Group takes the time to understand your goals and build a plan that fits your future. Local service, personalized guidance, trusted protection. Call Jones Group Insurance today and experience the difference a hometown team can make.
Get ready for the ultimate trivia experience with Extreme Sports Trivia. Play from anywhere at home, on the go, or at your favorite bar or restaurant. Compete live against players from all over in real time, answering questions across categories like sports, pop culture, Marvel, and more. Want to see how you stack up? Track your progress with live leaderboards and aim for the top spot. It's free, fun, and super easy to play. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today at extremesports.com trivia and start playing now. And keep an eye out. We're coming soon to a bar or restaurant near you.
All right, Mike Will, Tyson Avronic with you. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports for this Wednesday. Again, thanks for joining us, whether you're listening to us on our website at x-streamsports.com, on your smartphone with our free mobile app, your smart speaker, Roku TV, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday. I see some racing news out this morning. NASCAR's Exhibition Clash is returning to Daytona International Speedway for the first time in 6 years. NASCAR announced the move yesterday, saying the race will be held February 13th, 2027. It'll be sponsored by Wheatley American Vodka. The race doesn't count for points and is a lead-up to the season-opening Daytona 500, which is set for February the 21st. Now, Daytona hosted the Clash from 1979 to 2021. It was then moved to a temporary track inside the Los Angeles Memorial Stadium for 3 years in an effort to shake up the annual event, and then relocated to a tiny Bowman Gray Stadium in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, the last 2 years. That didn't work so well. The event was postponed twice last year because of historic winter weather in North Carolina. Snow-covered roads were too dangerous for teams and fans to get to the historic short track. So NASCAR is probably making the right decision here. I think the fans all kind of wanted the Exhibition Clash to return to Daytona International Speedway, and that's going to be the case for 2027.
So there's a sport. We were talking about the need for preseason.
Yeah.
Does NASCAR need a preseason?
No, they start. Yeah, they start with that Clash.
I know, but do they need a preseason?
Then they go into, which is their Super Bowl. They play right off the bat.
Right.
Daytona 500, their Super Bowl. So yeah, they start with that Clash. That's the drivers that won from the preceding year.
Mm-hmm.
They get a spot in the Clash. By the way, NASCAR team's going to be in Iowa this weekend. Newton, Iowa.
You're going to be in Iowa.
I'm going to be in Iowa. We're not going to be here Friday or Monday.
You're giddy.
Got to give you a mid.
Yeah, thank you.
Midsummer break. I'll give you a midsummer break.
It does fall nicely, as Ryan Martin from Ryan Martin Outdoors channel chiming in. 2 days of summer left, ready for school. Yeah, I will have to report on Monday for CCC. So I was already going to miss most of Monday's show because I had to be at the President's Breakfast, like bright and early Monday morning. So
the President holds a breakfast?
The President holds a breakfast, and we get up and talk about our departments and plans
nice.
for the year. It's kind of nice.
So it kind of fell.
It fell nicely.
All right.
And then just getting the extra day to enjoy summer before school starts back up. I appreciate that.
Well, it fell.
It wasn't planned. It just kind of happened to work that way.
God, if it was planned, that would be a miraculous job by our staff. Yeah, so we won't be here Friday or Monday.
We're making it look like we planned it.
Yeah.
We fell back-asswards into it.
You'll be getting ready for school, and I'll be in Newton, Iowa this weekend. Anyway, let's talk some college football as we continue with comments from Big Ten Media Days that was held last week in Chicago. We get the Ohio State Buckeyes today.
Number 1 ranked.
Ryan Day. Yeah, the number 1 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes in that AFCA preseason coaches poll. Anyway, Ryan Day entering his 8th season as the head coach at Ohio State. He's 82-12 as the head man there at Ohio State. As we mentioned a little bit earlier, they've got some holes to fill. 8 starters on defense. Anyway, Ryan Day talked about his starting quarterback, a sophomore quarterback, a kid who transferred actually from Alabama following his freshman season. Now he's a sophomore there at Ohio State. Julian Sayin is his name.
I think for Julian, you look for some traits that are extraordinary about him. I think the first thing you recognize is his accuracy. What you don't see, but I see, is his intelligence level. He can handle high levels of information. He's highly motivated. And he's really embraced this leadership role. So, I think when you combine that with our offensive line and the experience we have coming back, Carson Hinsman, Luke Montgomery, and Austin Saravelt, these guys all started during that whole playoff run 2 years ago and are national champs. They're now back. And then you combine that with other guys in a room, like Josh Padilla, like Philip Daniels, Ian Moore. We're as experienced and deep as we've ever been since I've been at Ohio State. And so combine that with a quarterback who has the experience now. I mean, this is only the 3rd time since I've been at Ohio State that we've had the same quarterback come back for a second year. And that's a big deal. I think he's like the challenge of some of the things that Arthur's bringing to the table. When you go from coaching Aaron Rodgers to a college quarterback, you can certainly imagine what that has been like for Arthur. But man, Julian keeps up, and it's been fun to watch. So excited to see where this goes this year with him.
Yeah, former NFL head coach Arthur Smith is now the offensive coordinator for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Again, Ohio State finished 12-2 last season, and Coach Day was asked what he could take out of last year's season.
Well, you take a lot of things. Every year you look at the things that have gone well, and then you look at the things that came up short. And I think when you're chasing small margins like we are, you have to identify the things that need to get fixed and fix them. The easy thing to do is do nothing or overreact. Where the real work is really identifying what needs to get fixed and then make that change. And so I won't get into all those things, but yeah, there's a lot of things that needed to get addressed and will continue to get addressed. And sometimes you don't know if those decisions were right until you get all the way to the end of the season. I think this year, based on the way our schedule looks and the way it's laid out, we're going to get some early feedback in these games, and we're going to have to play well down the stretch in the fourth quarter. But when you have guys like Julian and our offensive line and Jalen McClain and guys that have, been through that before. Obviously Jeremiah is a big part of that. Brandon Ennis, Bennett Christian, Kenyatta Jackson, another guy who has been our runner program for a long time. Peyton Pierce is going to have to step up in a big way, but they were all part of that. They saw that. They saw the championship run. They saw us coming up short last year. And so all of that will play into this season. And then we have a lot of guys who are coming in for the first time that they need to prove themselves. And that's good too. Everybody should have the approach they want to prove themselves every day. And we say that all the time. If you start, proving yourself, then you're going to stop to improve. And so we have to have that approach every day at practice, and we got to get better fast, and then figure out where the journey of this team goes, because every year is different. So I'd like to sit here and tell you that last year, is similar to this year because of X, Y, and Z, and that'll be the solution. That's not the same because it's a different group of guys, but there are things in place that we've identified that we always want to improve on.
One of the big games early for Ohio State is going to be on October the 17th when they play at defending national champion Indiana.
It's going to be a great environment. We haven't played since Coach Cignetti's been at Indiana, but I know that, the atmosphere there has changed and it's really ramped up there. So that'll be another game on the road that we're going to have to really prepare for and play well. But you got to give them a lot of credit. It starts with the quarterback and how he played last season. And then I don't think enough people give enough credit to that defense and how well they played. We look back on the game that we played in the Big Ten championship game and, look at some of those key situational things that we should have done a much better job with. And, we take ownership of that and we had to get that better. They won in those situations. If we win those situations, the outcome's different, but that's football. And that's where we got to be better and make sure that we're ready next time, when those opportunities come up, that we make the plays.
Now, we mentioned Arthur Smith. He's a former NFL head coach, and he is now at Ohio State as the offensive coordinator.
Having Arthur was a different perspective, which has been nice. Because even the things that we did, I was with Chip for 2 years in the NFL, so there was just a lot of similarities there. Mm-hmm. We saw things the same way. The way that we game planned was the same way. Arthur brings a different perspective to the table for us, and that's been great. Tyler Bowen brought in a little bit of a different perspective when he came in from Virginia Tech the year before. But this has been great. And having somebody who's not only had the success he's had in the NFL, but also been an NFL head coach, just management of the staff, game planning, play calling, all those things. But he doesn't have an ego. If you guys know Arthur, like he wants to do the things that we've done that's made us successful as well. I mean, but he also wants to bring it to the next level. And so our guys, the feedback, I asked, what do you think about Coach Smith? What do you think about Coach Smith? And to a man, they all really enjoy working with him. He spends time, he listens, but he's also really intelligent.
All right, so there is Ryan Day, the head coach of the Ohio State Buckeyes. I think I said Ohio State lost 8 starters on for the defense. They actually have, they're returning 8 out of their 11 starters on defense. So the Buckeyes look to be very good again this year, obviously. Ranked number 1 in the coaches poll to start the season in the preseason poll, and finished 12-2 last year. Mm-hmm. God, when do we play them? Hold on here. I got my schedule.
Midway through the year.
Ohio State. No, right at the end. Next to the last game.
Next to the last game.
November 21st. Uh-oh. That's a November game.
Oh, our November schedule's trash, so.
Illinois, Rutgers, Ohio State, Iowa.
Yeah.
You know how we finish the seasons. Mm-hmm. You know what Matt Rule's record is in November. You know the record that always came out. Oh, Matt Rule in his 3rd season as head coach always turns things around.
And nobody showed the November record.
How many times is he going to flash up? Late in the season.
Oh, November? Yeah.
November's record for Matt Rule as a head coach.
It's downright scary.
It's not very good.
And that's when you need to play winning football.
Yeah, and we're not doing that.
We haven't been playing winning football in November. Ryan Day has. That's why his record is 86-12 or whatever the ungodly number is.
82-12.
Good Lord.
So, anyway, you expect Ohio State to be good, and they've got a lot of talent on both sides of the ball. So, anyway, that's our take on Ohio State. Waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning. This is a Huddle Up on Extreme Sports at 7:53.
It's time for a morning news break on Extreme Sports.
Well, President Donald Trump has approved a federal disaster declaration for 8 Nebraska counties in the wake of some severe storms that hit back in mid-May. Governor Jim Pillen made the request back in June following tornadoes, extreme straight-line winds, and flooding across Buffalo, Fillmore, Gage, Howard, Jefferson, Nemaha, Thayer, and Thurston County. Pillen's office estimates the damage from those storms at around $5 million. Meanwhile, for the first time in a long time, a major U.S. Senate debate is happening in Nebraska, as incumbent Pete Ricketts and independent challenger Dan Osborne will be facing off on September 1st at the Big Iron Event Center in Grand Island at the Nebraska State Fair. Osborne hoping to do better than his just 7 percentage point loss to Republican U.S. Senator Deb Fischer back in 2024, marking the best race for an independent in Nebraska Senate history. Sid Ricketts was governor of Nebraska from 2015 to 2023 before being appointed to the Senate following the resignation of U.S. Senator Ben Sasse. The one-hour debate will feature questions from a panel of Nebraska journalists and will be broadcast statewide with free admission to the debate, included with paid state fair entry. It is 7:55, 5 minutes until 8 o'clock. We'll head back over to the East Side Studios. Mike, what's the haps in sports?
Well, sports today brought to you by Bamboo Mind and Body Spa of both Hastings and Blue Hill. Recover like a champion with Bamboo Mind and Body Spa. The Nebraska women's soccer team will kick off its 2026 campaign with an exhibition match against Colorado State today. Gets underway at 1 o'clock. The Huskers will start the regular season next Wednesday with a game at Louisville. The Grand Island Fighting Cranes have forced a third and deciding game in the Diamond League Championship Series after picking up a 2-1 win in Game 2 last night in Grand Island. The third game scheduled for tonight in Sedalia. First pitch will be at 7. The Class B and Class C Senior State American Legion baseball tournaments hampered by rain yesterday. So today, at the Class B tournament in Central City, Auburn will play Omaha Roncalli at 1, followed by Central City against Norris at 4. Winners will play for the championship at 7. At the Class B tournament in Springfield, Lincoln Christian will play Seward at 1, followed by Mount Michael against Crete at 4. Winners will play for the championship at 7 at Papio South. At the Class C state tournament in Pender, Malcolm will play Hardington at 1, followed by Pender against Centura. Winners will play for the championship at 7. All the if necessary games will be played on Thursday. That's a check into sports headlines coming up on 7:57 on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
Much cooler weather is upon us as we head into Wednesday. We start off the morning with area showers and a few rumbles of thunder. Only a high of 72. We'll have a light northeast wind at 5 miles per hour. Clearing skies by the time we get to Wednesday night, a low of 57. Back to the low 80s on Thursday. Thursday night will maintain at least an outside chance of a few showers and thunderstorms. Friday we should be in the upper 80s and then much warmer into the weekend.
We've got north winds this morning at about 8 miles per hour. It is cloudy. It is 61 in Hastings at Extreme Sports.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
Connet Auto Care is the trusted name in automotive repair and maintenance services in Hastings. We're a gold-certified Napa Auto Care Center. Our ASE-certified technicians have the Blue Seal of Excellence, receive continuous training, and are committed to providing the best service your vehicle can get. Whether it's preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Connet Auto Care is here for you.
When your family feels protected under our roof, they are free to dream, and you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way, American Family Insurance. Give Matthew a call at 308-389-9124 or stop in at 204 North Walnut Street in Grand Island.
If you're looking to buy or sell a home, see the professionals at North Shore Real Estate of Hastings. Real estate is one of the largest and most exciting investments you can make, and the folks at North Shore Real Estate are here to make sure the process is a fun and rewarding one. They serve Hastings, Harvard, Blue Hill, Kennesaw, and several other communities within a 35-mile radius of Hastings. They'll give you the guidance and support you need throughout the entire buying or selling experience. Give them a call at 402-461-6930 or stop in at 100 North Shore Drive in Hastings. North Shore Real Estate. Excellent agents, outstanding results.
Get ready, race fans. Cam Raceway is teaming up with Extreme Sports for an electrifying season of high-speed, dirt-slinging, adrenaline-pumping action. Every race night, we're bringing you live video coverage straight from the track, so you won't miss a single lap, pass, or photo finish. From non-wing warriors to cage karts, flat karts, and the A-class wing beasts, we've got it all. There's nothing like the roar of the engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the rush of dirt flying action right in front of you. So get to the track and experience it live. But if you can't make it, don't sweat. Extreme Sports has you covered. Buckle up, because this season is going to be fast, fierce, and unforgettable. Make sure you like and follow Extreme Sports on Facebook to get all the latest updates, and we will see you at the track.
All right, Mike Will, Tyson and Veronica with you, huddle up on Extreme Sports for this Wednesday. Again, enjoy the cool day today. It looks like it's going to be warming up, as Tim mentioned, by the weekend. Should see highs back into the 90s for the weekend, but going to be a cool day today. Get out and enjoy that stuff. As you, I guess you're wrapping up summer because you're kind of heading back to school on Monday. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of schools start next week, so this is kind of the final weekend of
the last hurrah.
The last hurrah.
Seems like it's getting earlier and earlier.
Yeah, schools back in my day, we didn't
uphill both ways.
School till Labor Day.
Yeah, right. It was the last week of August for sure. Not middle of August.
Yeah, I remember going to school for a couple of days, and then we took off a few days for Labor Day.
It was great.
And then we really got into school. But
first couple weeks were heat schedule, so you got out early.
Yeah. Now they got this thing called air conditioning in most of the buildings.
Oh, what is that?
So, yeah, anyway, school starting for a lot of kids next week. So this is kind of the last hurrah plan. You got any big plans for your last hurrah weekend?
No. In fact, my plans are at 40, like this is a ideal weekend. Sitting on the couch and doing absolutely nothing.
Is that how you're going to prepare for
this? Yeah. Mentally focus and get ready for the semester by doing
absolutely nothing.
And that sounds so refreshing.
Yeah, and then I'm giving you an extra day off too.
I don't get the boys together. We don't go out to the bars and go have one last bender. No, like 40. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to just sit at home.
Watch a little TV and just sit home.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of TV, Lasso season 4 is out now on Apple. They released it early last night, but I was way too tired to watch it. So Ted Lasso out on Apple.
You're a Lasso fan?
Oh, it's the best show on earth. The best show.
So it's a new season of Lasso?
They retired it for like almost 10 years.
So they're bringing it back?
Bringing it back for season 4.
So you can watch it again?
So we get Jason Sudeikis and the whole crew.
Maybe you can sit down all weekend and just watch that.
I think they're going to release it like episode by episode, which is way cooler. Because I kind of miss the old episode by episode release. The whole binge watching phenomenon that started back in COVID, when you just watch an entire season and you're like, well, and it's so stupid because I was having this argument. I know we're getting late on time here, but as long as we're on the subject, like Odyssey, the movie, right? Everyone's been talking about it, soaring into the box office. Everyone says it's like the best thing since sliced bread, and it's 3 hours long. And in my brain, I'm like, man, that's way too much time commitment for a movie. But I will sit on my ass and watch an entire series of a show for the better part of 8 hours a day and be like, I want to watch more of that show.
God, I couldn't do that.
I don't know what where the disconnect is, but
I couldn't do that. You're saying the Odyssey movie is 3 hours long?
Three plus, I think.
Like showing in a movie theater for 3 hours?
It's the Rivoli downtown.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Number one, I'm not a big movie guy.
Yeah, you're not.
I couldn't even be drug in. Ain't no way. 3 hour movie. God.
That's a lot of that's a lot of sit still.
Yeah, this is only a 1 hour show, and that's enough for me. If you'd like to listen to this show again, you can, by the way. Social media sites, download the podcast and listen to the show at your convenience today. We'll be back again tomorrow morning at 7 with Huddle Up here on Extreme Sports. Have yourself a great day.
You've been listening to Huddle Up on Extreme Sports.